really, really looking forward to meeting our daughter. I can't wait for when they put her on my stomach and when we actually see her. I mean, that is such a gift. And
Birgit was a single mother with 2 teenage daughters and a demanding career. Charles, also divorced, had written off any chance at fatherhood. But then a social club for divorcees brought them together, at first as friends.
what happened was he went on this trip to San Diego, and aside from being a business trip, he utilized the time, I should say, to do some soul searching and to analyze our possible future together. And I had given him a book to read, one of those pop psychology books, like How to Get in Touch with Your Inner Feelings or something along those lines, okay? So at the beach in California, he sat and he made a list of pros and cons of our relationship, you know, why we should be together and why we shouldn't. Very analytical. The mistake he made, however, was he kept that list in that book, okay? And then he came back and returned the book to me, forgetting that this list was inside. So I put the book on the shelf and forgot about it. And then a few weeks later, I guess I wanted to read something up, and I took this book out, and here I found this list, which was perfect insight into his soul, okay? And I knew all his thoughts on us and what spoke for us and what apparently didn't. So that was very helpful, but there was such a strong attraction in spite of our differences that we finally gave in, and we I guess, committed to each other, right?
Hello.
Do you know what? I don't know if this is...
Patricia and Steve have a baby on the way, but the journey has been a trial.
Well, let me taste it.
He put me on a fertility drug at that time. It was just a pill, wasn't it? I remember we were both sitting in bed looking at it, going, okay, this is it. This is the beginning.
This is the beginning.
And then we popped it in. And we knew
over 3 years of...
trial and error, our little journey.
Trial and error, yeah. You know, it's easy. You know, it's easy to say and it's hard to do, but you do it and you move on. You know, we had a lot of rough days, a lot of rough weeks, a lot of rough months, a lot of, you know, it's hard because there's a lot of people that support us and know that we're doing it, and I guess one of the hardest part is after you go through all that, you get the eggs retrieved and then you put them back, and you wait your 2 weeks, which is sheer torture. Waiting 2 weeks, and then you have to tell him it didn't work, And
he never lost the faith, never doubted it was going to happen. Always, it was going to happen.
Yeah, it's easy when you're working with someone who's strong. So.
So this is going to be our nursery, the baby.
Due to give birth any day, Natasha already has a son and a positive first experience with natural childbirth.
Wanting a girl, I think it's turned kind of girlish. I'm making lunch for my son who just started JK this year. He's 4.5. And I had a great pregnancy with him and labor and delivery as well. Pretty quick. I think it runs in the family. I'd like to go natural. I went natural with my son. I stayed home as long as I could, and then went to the hospital. And I was too far gone for an epidural, which was fine by me because I didn't really feel comfortable with it. I wanted to be really aware of what was happening with my body, and didn't think that I'd get that with an epidural. I guess I will say I'm being selfish, and I would love to have a little girl because I have a boy. But either way, I love my little boy that I have now, so I know that having a boy will be great. But I guess every woman wants to have a little girl to dress up and take out with her and do mommy things. And
their first successful pregnancy was joyous. They were expecting twins. But 5 months later, life took a turn.
So she started the ultrasound, and Steve was there, and I don't know, he was looking at the picture. So she excused herself for a minute, and I sat up jokingly, and I looked at Steve, and I said, something's wrong. And then another nurse and another doctor accompanied her back into the room.
They all came into the room, and I'm not sure. Did he do Did he check the ultrasound first? He checked the ultrasound, and they found no fetal heartbeat in both babies, and he just told us that. I guess it was hard for him to tell us, and then I just felt sick. I just felt sick. I couldn't even help her. I was feeling just as bad, and
I forgot that picture. It was hard.
And then they explained to us what we needed to do, which was go through, delivery. Then that went into the morning, and finally...
Early afternoon. 3 o'clock, 3:30, and 3:45 they were born.
Yeah, they were born.
Natasha has gone into labor, and she and her partner, Pat, brace themselves for the coming hours.
The contractions continued all night. Didn't really get any closer together. And I guess today around lunchtime they started to get quite strong, but didn't get any closer together. So I called the doctor, and she said, come on in and we'll check you out. And my water broke. So we are now in labor, for real. Baby is coming.
Birgit had her hands full with a senior job in management and her teenage girls. But Charles had never experienced the birth of his own child, and that got Birgit thinking.
All of a sudden, I started to have these maternal feelings. I started to have these fantasies about having a child with Charles. And my rational mind, of course, told me that this was a crazy idea. You know, I mean, we have just started to be somewhat free, where we don't need babysitters anymore and where we can come and go as we please. So why would we want to commit ourselves again for the next 20 years and tie ourselves down? So on a rational level, it made absolutely no sense. Plus, I'm in the midst of my career, and, you know, that has to be put on hold. Oh, the girls are coming home. We went off the pill in September, and a couple of months later, we were pregnant. So to us, that's a clear indication that this child is very much supposed to be here, you know? Hi. Hi. Oh, careful, careful. I got a lot bigger since you saw me last. So how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good, good. We haven't seen the girls in a couple of weeks because they were with their dad for a couple of weeks, so this is a nice day today. Well, welcome home.
Sorry, honey. There's lots of pressure.
With her labor intensifying, Natasha revises her birth plan.
Okay, so you're about 5.
That's it.
And you're fully, that's good. It's good. You're fully faced. Here we go. So we'll just keep trucking along. Okay.
You know what? I think I want an epidural.
You want the epidural?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Is that stinging? No.
Staff begin prepping for her epidural.
Big breath. Big breath. Relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulders.
My bum hurts.
Okay, that's the baby's head coming down, putting pressure on your rectum, okay? So how are you?
6 weeks from her due date, Patricia and Steve's unborn child gets a checkup.
Oh, there's the heartbeat. Music to our ears.
Yeah, best sound in the world, isn't it?
Patricia and Steve have been longtime patients of mine, and they went through a lot of infertility workup, and finally through very different techniques and stuff came to the IVF process and got pregnant. We saw you at 18 weeks when we do a routine ultrasound, and when we did the ultrasound, unfortunately, there were no fetal hearts. And you know, it doesn't happen very often that we see that, but it's devastating at the best of times. Explaining to Steve and Patricia that, there's nothing they could have done to prevent it. These things sometimes do happen, and lo and behold, when the babies were delivered, we found that one of the baby's cords was wrapped around the other baby's leg. So it was a complete freak accident. And, not all the time do we get an answer, as to what happened. In your case, we had a specific answer. This one is single, and it's different, in terms of that.
And it was once we saw him, and we saw him on, and we thought, oh, it's one. Okay.
We have to be realistic too. I mean, we're following you very closely, through the pregnancy because we don't want to take any chances. Are we overdoing it? Probably.
Yeah.
But why not do that and err on the side of being able to reassure you on a regular basis? And I think that that's part of it as well. To make sure that all your questions are being answered and that everything that you're going through is addressed, and it's not pushed to the side.
Pardon?
Usually as the person grows older, the curfew gets later.
Yeah.
But my curfew has gotten earlier.
Being mother to 2 teenage girls and a newborn will be a balancing act for Birgit.
With the thing about me being jealous, I knew that you'd be having to give all your attention to Sophia. I don't know what I was doing. I was just saying crazy things like, oh, no one loves me anymore. My mom's, stupid things like that. That, I don't know, it's just going to take a while to get used to because I've never done this before.
We're all a family. We're a team, and I hope that we don't have to lose that. Do you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say here.
But for the first little while, Sophia will need your attention, 24/7.
Sophia will need my attention for the next 20 years, or even longer. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to become one of these moms that talks about nothing but her newborn child. I really don't want that because we have each other to look after too, right? You still need your rides and you need your support and whatnot. So I'll do my best, okay?
So strep and everything came back perfect?
Yeah, your strep came back that it was positive. So as you remember, the group B strep, the bacteria.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay,
so that's the one if your waters break, you have to come to the hospital, okay? Did I give you a pamphlet on it and everything?
No, actually, we didn't.
Okay, I thought I did that. Okay, let me just...
When did you guys talk about that last week?
Last week, yeah, but you know what? When you're not here,
Let me just go over that again.
It came back positive.
Yeah.
It causes no health problems to me, correct?
No, not at all. Again, it's a normal bacteria that grows in the vagina of about 30% of all women. What we do is when you break your waters and that barrier is broken, it does slightly increase the risk of infection in the baby. So we treat all women with antibiotics when you go into labor or your waters break, okay? Did we talk about it last time?
Quickly we did, yeah, but...
So you can see that's the culture, and it says group B strep positive, okay, hemolytic group B strep positive. Well, maybe overly protective on our part, but I think it's very, very important.
Oh,
so I'll get you to read through all that. Again, it's very, very, very common, okay? And I have it on your chart, so when you do come into the hospital, it would be there, and we would know.
So the hospital knows already?
Yeah, if they don't know already, I take your records over at 36 weeks to the hospital, so it'll be on file there at 36 weeks.
Okay, great.
Is she? Okay, you're gonna be able to
You're fully dilated.
Oh, God. It's okay. Okay. Could you hit that light?
The epidural procedure was begun and then abandoned. As in the case of Natasha's son's birth, suddenly there isn't time.
You're good at natural anyways.
Oh, I gotta push. Okay. Go for it.
Chin to your chest. Put your fingers away, hon. Right down. No noise. Take a big breath in. Big breath in. Chin down. Right down. Push, push, push. Relax your legs, Natasha. There we go. Pull back on your legs.
Okay, and Pat, actually, in step. Okay, you're doing great.
Natasha, chin to your chest. Right down.
Sweetie, hang on to your legs and pull them back. That's the way. That's the way.
So baby's in a really good position. You have a couple more pushes to do yet, though. But you're doing great.
I feel it.
Okay. Lift up your thighs, hon. That's it.
Hello.
Hello.
It's hot up there, eh?
News of the Group B strep results had left Patricia unnerved. She's been researching on the internet and reconsidering her birth plan.
We're seriously thinking of a C-section because of this this Group B strep that we have. What happens is the woman can get it during delivery, which causes fever and infection to not only the mother but to the baby, that we wouldn't, if the water breaks. So we thought that we would not allow that to happen. We've been through enough. Let's just have a nice, healthy, screaming baby. So Steve went on the internet today, and he's got quite a bit of information that we'll spend quite a time going through.
Okay, big breath in and push like you mean it.
Really want to see this baby now,
Come on, keep it coming, keep it coming. Good, good. Hang on, you're doing great. Okay, quick breath and push again. Really push. Little harder, hon, little harder. Good. Okay, quick breath again. And really, that's it.
Good work.
Get really mad.
That's it, Natasha. A bit more of that. A bit more. That's it.
You can do it.
Really good.
Good for you. Really good. Can you do one more? Or is that it? Good for you.
Natasha, if baby's not born over the next contraction or so, I'm going to give you a little bit of help with the vacuum, okay? Just because baby's heartbeat is dropping between contractions. Can you hear that? Okay, so what we're going to do is give you one more push, and then I'm going to put the vacuum on just to give you a little help. Okay?
Birgit, please.
Early this morning, Birgit's waters broke, and it's off to the hospital.
Now, are you excited?
Yeah, very excited. Here, just before you sit down, let me put this.
Charles is so embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. Listen, if anything happens, you'll thank me later. Okay, madame?
Surprised you didn't buy any diapers this morning.
If I had my way.
I'm sure you would have.
Push with her, hon.
Right down, Natasha.
Okay,
Quick question.
You're feeling the baby's head come down.
Quick breath.
Push right into your bottom, hon. Good work. Very nice.
She's coming. No, she's coming.
Baby's
She's
head
coming.
now. We're seeing lots of hair now.
Okay, another quick breath.
Push, Natasha.
Push.
Oh,
Good
you do
for
the rest
you.
yourself there. Okay, slow down, hon.
Pants tight.
Okay,
There you go.
breathe.
There we go.
There you go. Girl.
She's beautiful. There we go. Are you cutting the cord down?
Sure.
Scissors right there between the instruments.
Trust that.
Oh, she's gorgeous. I'm going to give baby to Mom. Okay, you give her a nice dry off there. Natasha, dry her off nicely. There we go.
She's lovely and big.
What's her name? You don't know yet.
That's up for discussion still.
I knew you'd be a girl.
144, so everything sounds perfect. Now, C-section, where did that come from?
Well, she wants to plan it because that's, she feels more comfortable that way, I think. But
Well, we're going to talk about it then. So, there's no reason to believe that you're going to have any problems in labor whatsoever. Again, nobody can predict, okay, at this point whether you're going to be able to deliver vaginally. It depends on the size of the baby, the position of the baby, how your contractions are. We would just approach it as things went along. And if for some reason you couldn't deliver vaginally, the labor didn't progress.
no, you know what? Maybe you think it's like the easy way out and the safe way out, and I don't think it is. I don't think it's the safe way out because I think to deliver the baby is just the way you're supposed to do it, if it's the way it's supposed to work. And if it's not, then I think the C-section is the alternative.
Stephen's more into me doing it the natural way, and
Well, no, because surgery is surgery, and then there's always something else too, right?
Exactly.
It's
If you
not
don't
like
have to, you don't have to.
okay.
So hang
I
in
feel
there,
a little
guys.
bit better, a
Good.
little less
That's
anxious.
hopefully what we're here to achieve, right? And as I said to you, when did I say it very early on? you ain't gonna feel 100% better until you're holding the baby in your arms, right? You know, it's true.
Does she look like her brother?
Zach was blonde.
Zach was completely blonde when he was born.
We'll massage your tummy every day.
8:13.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What are you doing? Okay.
She's a little mucusy, okay, but she's great. You did a good job.
Hi, honey.
Next time on Birth Stories.
Lions and zebras. Those we had bought for the twins. I'll share those with them. Lunch, dinner, breakfast.
Some songs just go over so well at church.
Do the this is how we overcome. What does he think?
He? Olivia is not a boy.
I'm so ready. Poor baby.
Yeah, it's true.